Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is the first episode in my new series on UiPath Agentic Automation Updates. Today I'm going to show you the latest updates in UiPath Agent Builder in a clear and simple way. I'll also walk you through a real example where an agent uses IXP as a tool so you can see how the agent understands the request and completes the task step by step. By the end of this video, you will know what has changed in Agent Builder, why it matters, and how you can start using the IXP tool inside your own agents. Many more episodes are coming, so stay tuned. So what's new? So first and foremost important thing that UiPath changed or updated is the workspace of Agent Builder. There is this new way called Flow, which is like a form. Flow like form is an agent designer canvas in Studio Web. We'll see what I meant by that. It provides a unified environment where you can design, configure, and customize your agents from start to finish. It's a visual canvas where you can easily add the tools your agent will use, define prompts, select the AI model, and orchestrate its behavior, making it to simply to create powerful, purpose-driven agents without switching between multiple interfaces as platforms. So we'll see what does it mean. I'll just quickly go out and create a new agent. Let's name it new agent solution. Select if you want to create an autonomous or conversational or coded. Just click on Start Fresh. So here you can see there are two ways. So before it was form, and now there is a new way called flow. Click on flow and then click on can click on it and then you can click on get started and then it will quickly say what all are added. If you're building agentic automation, the flow canvas in Studio Web makes everything extremely simple and visual. You can see the entire agent workflow at a glance, the context, and all the tools that are available. If you just click on tools, you can see all the tools that are available, and even the escalation paths. Just click on escalation and then it will add a new path for escalation. This gives you a complete picture of how your agent thinks and operates, which is super helpful when you are dealing with complex automations. Everything you need is connected in single place instead of jumping between different screens or platforms. Flow lets you link AI models, context sources, tools, and escalation mechanism directly inside a single canvas. It's like having the entire brain of your agent laid out visually. Each agent node, like the autonomous agent, is fully customizable. You can configure arguments. You can see here. You just click on flow and then click on data manager. You can configure the arguments here itself, attach tools, and connect it to other nodes to control exactly how the agent behaves. Overall, flows gives you a seamless integration, clear visual design, centralized context management, and very intuitive way to orchestrate your tools and models. Specifically for developers, the visual canvas also makes it easy for teams to understand and collaborate how an agent is built. Right. Yeah. So these are few benefits that we just know discussed. And now let's build a small IXP tool and then use that tool in agent. You'll see like how easy it is now. Yeah. Let's discuss what are we building exactly. So we're building a validation agent which automatically extracts and verifies pay stub data, basically pay slip data, before it is being entered into a loan management system. Okay. So our agent ensures required fields are complete, correctly formatted, and meet confidence thresholds. If there are any issues, we just flag it to human review to maintain the accuracy. So we're going to create a validation agent which takes payslip as input, right? And then we give system user prompt for the same, and we give input and output arguments. Just write args. And for the same, we're going to add an escalation for human review if threshold is less. Also, to read and understand the payslip, we need to add a tool, right? Basically, document understanding or any document related tool. So we are taking IXP. So I'll also show you like how easy it is to set up an IXP. Use for one document only for now as a tool. Okay. Let's go to your web orchestrator and then start building the agent. So we created a new agent solution, right? We'll just rename it to loan validation solution. Here we name it as non-validator agent. So now initially it was looking like this, right? Now if you just click on flow, you'll have this new way of agent builder, right? So here the name which we wrote here, it is appearing here, right? So now we need to give system and user prompt. So I already have a user and system prompt. Input arguments. Let's have a look to the system prompt, right? So I'm just mentioning you are a validation agent responsible for checking the quality and completeness of pay stub data. I'll provide these in GitHub and then I'll provide the link. If you want, you can directly use the same system prompt. Alternately, we have autopilot, which you already might have known that you can just directly put your command and then it will automatically gets the user and system prompt. You can also use ChatGPT. So and user prompt. So I'm specifically mentioning like pay stub extraction loan processing tool, which is an IXP tool to extract pay stub file. So I'll be providing a pay stub file as an input. Validate the extracted data and the rules specified in system prompt. So here I'm writing the rules, right? So all required fields must be present. So these are the rules. Validate the extracted data using following rules. Basic format validation. Dates must be in this format. Monetary fields must be numeric. Names must be in non-named string. So these are some of the rules which I'm giving in system prompt itself. And then I'm also telling it to give me in a proper format, proper JSON object format. So that like in the later stages, I can easily use the JSON object. Right? I'll just use the system user prompt. I can see the red highlighted text. Is because these are like if you enclose in curly braces, it will treat that as an argument. So it is expecting this argument to be created here in data manager. So it's not able to find that. So that's why it is highlighting in red. Let's go back to our. So we created a validation agent. It should take payslip as an input. We'll now give the input and output arguments, right? So there are a lot of input and output arguments. So for that's why I also made a text document for the same. So this again, so simple way is to go to data manager and then create a new variable as a property, and then you can rename the property as a variable name, and then you can click on OK, right? So if you have a lot of input arguments, I mean, if you're generating input arguments also from ChatGPT, or if you have a lot of input arguments, I would recommend you to create in this format, in JSON format, JSON object, and then just directly copy everything. Click on this builder icon, and then paste it. So here you see it is highlighted in red because it will not allow the spaces. It will not allow direct spaces. So if you're copying from my input arguments text file, all you need to do is like copy this with that space, click on Control F, you'll get this pop-up. Just paste it, click on this icon. So here you want to replace with nothing, right? So just click on this icon. It'll replace everything. And that's it. So you can click on back to builder, and then now you see the input arguments, right? So now let's do the same thing for output arguments. P editor, control all, paste. Let's take one simple space, control F, paste it, replace with nothing, and replace all. And that's it. So now you have all the output arguments also. Okay, let's get back to our whiteboard. So we created input as payslip, if you see here. So paste up file as a type file. So you can just use this type as file. It'll so that like when you run the agent, it'll directly take the file. And we given system user prompts. We created inputs and output arguments, right? So also here you need to select the GPT, the model. So I've selected the model as GPT 4.0. Also, we see XP tool at the end. So we also need to create a escalation. Let's say in threshold less cases, we need to raise it to a human, right, for review. So we create an escalation now. All you need to do is like go here and then click on plus icon, and then escalation will be added. You can see the properties of the escalation in the right side. Just name it validator required human review, something like this. Let's copy the same. We need a document validation task because it'll pop the document next to the task. So here we need to select the IXP tool, right? I'll just select some random. If in real cases, you need to create your own storage bucket and then map it here. But like the file that you uploaded will be stored in storage bucket, right? So now we need to create a IXP tool. Let's go to grid symbol and then open IXP in a new tab. I think if you don't know what is IXP, so this is a new way of extracting data or reading the data from PDFs or any kind of documents. All you need to do is like give a prompt and then you'll be able to extract anything. So I'll just create. So this is the my assume that my document is unstructured. So this is my payslip. So from here I need to extract identifier and employee name. Let's take these two, and then let's see how our agent reacts to this. So just create a new project. XP. I'm glad. Check. Now we have the IXP project created. So mainly we have three stages: build, measure, and publish. So all you need to do is like you upload the documents here, you create taxonomy, you annotate the documents, you'll see the validation scores, and then you publish that as a, I mean, you can publish that project and then you can later use it as a tool, or you can even use it in your Path Studio, right? So upload our document. So our document is uploaded. So as I mentioned before, so all we need is we will try for a sample. We'll just extract the employee full name and then national identifier. So I'll just create taxonomy for these two fields, create a field group, name it loan INV GRP, click on add. And then for this field group, I'm just adding two fields, national ID as exact text. So here I can provide what exactly the field means. So this is the national identifier of person. This can be any prompt. So based on this instruction, it'll be very fast in annotation. Just click on save. Just getting one more name. Name of the person. Exact text. Clicking on save. So these are the two fields that I want to extract in these documents. So I'll open payslip, and now we need to map them, right? So you can see already based on the description I gave, it is already able to extract the national ID. So I'll just confirm. And then for full name, I think maybe my prompt is not really that good. So that's why it's not able to identify. Just select and then annotate. Until it was not able to identify it. So let's click on, and now you can see the prediction. So I've confirmed the prediction. So we are good. Click on submit annotations. So we just annotated our first document. I know it will not be, I mean, the score and all will not be that great because we're just using one document. So we uploaded a document, we added taxonomy, and then we can, if you have a lot of documents, you can see the score here. And then for now, we are good to publish. You can publish. You can select live or staging, selecting it live. You can publish. So now our version is published. Now let's get back to our validated agent. I'll just refresh. I mean, you don't have to refresh. It'll anyway appear here. I just refreshed and then it didn't appear because we didn't add the tool here, right? So we have directly added the escalation. So first we need to add IXP as a tool into section. So just click on plus. Then here you can see all possible toolbox now. So you can see IXP, and then these are the two IXP tools that are already available. So I'm just clicking the first one, and our tool got added. So I have two versions here. I'm just selecting live. You can view the taxonomy also here quickly. Under loan group, we created two labels, right? If you want, you can add guardrails. That's our tool section. Now let's get back to escalations. Then click on here. So the tool that we created, select it, add a storage bucket, and that's it. So now we created our first agent with a new agent builder flow view, right? So now let's test it. Just click on debug, required fields, just writing national ID. We'll keep it threshold as 1. So before it was only taking the text as an input, right? So now we can upload a file also as an input. Click on choose. Select the same document. I mean, in real case, you may not select the same document, but for testing, I'm just selecting the same document, saving and debug. Here you can see the execution trail. Full call is happening now. LLM call is happening. And now you can see the agent output. Click on result. and you're able to see the employee name, right? And also it says recommend action, proceed. So it was the status is valid. I mean, our validation agent successfully validated that data. It didn't, I mean, we didn't create the complete taxonomy in IXP, right? So if you create taxonomy for each of these fields, like pay start period, pay period end date, net pay, and everything, and then if you run the project again, it will validate everything, and then it will give you quickly view the history. So if you run multiple times, you can see all the traces here and evaluations. If you have a test set that you want to validate with the agent, you can just add a new test set, or as in when you run an execution trial, you can add that also as a evaluation set. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting UiPath content.